you know, grab myself a Cessna or a Bonanza. We can just do a field liftoff right over here. Yep, and just fly away. Hello, truckers, drivers, and adventurers. I am the Killer Awesome, feeling sick trucker. I'm still recovering from the cold. And I mean cold as in, illness, not cold as in the cold weather. Who knows, it could have caused it. So we're here in, what is it, Christiana, Tennessee, which is where I paid for parking. Because, as a Swift driver, I just don't really feel like, dealing with people at a truck stop that are going to sit there and yell or, you want me to do that for you, or, spot. I know someone may be saying, well, it's nice if someone spots for you. Yeah, but the thing is that they don't understand the truck. They want you to keep turning this way, and you're already turned as far as it goes, but they keep doing this. They don't seem to understand that some of these trucks, especially this one, does not have a very, sharp turning radius. It's what do you want to say? Narrow? Is that the right word? I don't know. But you know what? Apparently I'm not the only Swift driver that thought about coming over here. You got one right there. And there's another one right there. That's an owner-operator one there. So, was that a Volvo and a Freightliner over there? I don't know if there's any others. So there's still some spots here, which is nice. So if you're working late at night and you need a place to go, this big rig parking is actually pretty decent. Yeah, it's $19, but $19, you don't have to park on the side of the road. You got yourself peace of mind and all that. I think it's worth it, honestly. It's worth it to not have the headache. Now, how in the heck do we get out of here? Do we go that way and do we turn around? What do we do? I don't know. I think we're going to have to get out and look. My voice is gone. Get out and look. Okay, so we just come straight down here. This is where the exit is at. And you pay at the gate when you first come in. Then you get a ticket that's got a PIN number on it. I think the PIN number allows you to get in and get out. And then here is scan the barcode at the kiosk. So I guess you scan it right there. This is open now. But, oh look, we're on camera. we're on camera. See? Hey! It's Killer Awesome Trucker here. Yeah, and then that will just take you back around to where we first came in. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about where we're picking up our load and where it's going. It's going to be at the border of Tennessee and Kentucky, right up here. So, what, about an hour drive or something like that? But this is it here. It's going to be this building. Now, it looks like there's a couple of ways in here. There's one here. There's one here. And we can go to 3D view mode here. Except we don't have any. The buildings don't pop up like they have in some areas. Some areas it does, and some areas it doesn't. But this kind of gives you a little bit of an idea of what to look for. But which way do we go in, right? Which one? Let's pull out our little guy here for Google Street View. Let's try this right over here. Yeah, let's move over here a little bit. Okay, so we got a sign that says truck entrance. There it is, truck entrance, shipping and receiving. So we're going to be coming in this direction, which works. That means that we'll have sight side. That's good. Shipping and receiving. I don't know. I'm guessing that this will be shipping and the other side's receiving. Could be wrong. Where we check in, though, I don't know. Looks like there's steps and a door here, so that might be it. It's hard to say. I'm thinking the best thing to do is when we come in here, just park alongside here and see if that's the check-in area or not. Looks like there's some other signs. Can't really read them from here, but oh, hold on. There's a I was going to say a guest house. There's a check-in house right here. So there you go. All right, so we're all prepared there for where we're picking up the load. When you use Google Maps to get to this point, remember, don't use Google Maps until you get really close. You don't want it to have it take you down like residential areas. You can put your little mark like right here, right in this spot here, so that way it directs you right to this area. So it looks like this is the way in, and this looks like this is the way out over here. And where are we going? We're going to a Walmart distribution center in Palestine, Texas. This is it here. When you look at it, this is definitely the way in right here. Zoom in and you can see the trucks. There is a check-in shack, guard shack, whatever. 3D. Do we get to have a 3D here? Not really. It's kind of flat. But I'll just do that Google Street View thing here. That way we can see what it looks like before we get there. What does that say? Walmart. Now hiring. Yeah, here you go. Yep, so we're going in this way. Okay, OTR drivers, right lane only. So we're going to be in the right lane, apparently. Looks like there's some other stuff here. I can't read it, though, so just be mindful of that when we pull in. Something else over there, too. But yeah, there you go. So this is what I do when planning out my trips, is I'll check it and see where it is that I'm going, what it looks like. I'll go in and I'll put a pin over here, like where the entrance is at, on Google Maps, and then when I get really close, I'll go and do directions to it. So that way I can get right to the entrance. Well, the air didn't leak completely out overnight like it did on the last trailer, so must be something with the trailer. I don't know, but everything seems fine now. Other than the truck, freaking out and turning everything off because my battery's low. Alright, do the air test here. So while the air pressure builds back up, let's just talk about this load here. So when this was offered to me, it's a live load, but it was too early, and I wouldn't have had time to get it with the last load, and so I rejected it and stated why. Then they sent it back to me. Oh, they'll just work you in, and they gave me a later time, which was then too late to be able to do that and then find a place to park. And if you watched the last episode, I had a little bit of a trouble trying to find a good place I could park. This is why we came here. Thank heavens for my wife. She's awesome. she saved my neck and many times throughout my life. She's awesome. So I countered the load instead of rejecting it and said, hey, I'll pick it up the next morning, which is today, And they're like, and then the system automatically boots it out, but then the planners gave it back to me again. They're like, okay, that's fine, just send a macro 22 once you're loaded, thanks. So yeah, I put a copy of their messages right up here so that way you could see the things that they're saying. And plus, I keep that. This is why I like to do everything through the Zonar, because you have everything in writing. You have everything in writing. If someone calls you and, oh, da-da-da, you don't have anything, you don't have any backups. If someone says, well, why did you do this? Well, because such and such told me. Well, that's not what they said, But if you have it in writing, this is just good office etiquette, if you're working in an office. You got it in writing, you've got something there that you can use as a backup. If someone says, well, why did you do this or that? Well, that's because I got this message from the planner. Here it is. So, my recommendation, do everything through the Zonar. Unless you're talking to your driver leader and you got a good rapport, you got a good relation with your driver manager, then, you're probably okay talking over the phone. But if it's other people that you're not really, you don't know, you're not very familiar with, you might want to do that over the Zonar, so that way you've got everything in writing in case anyone tries to put something back on you. You can say, no, look, got it right here. So it's just CYA. Cover your afterburners, okay? All right, gonna go ahead and finish things up here. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get to Portland, Tennessee. That'd be kind of cool if we had to take something over to Portland, Oregon. That'd be a lot of miles. Okay, we're going to make a quick stop here at the Loves. I'm going to clean the windshield up and use their facilities, and then we'll get to the shipper.
You can bring it all, you ain't got a front. Dial 101, hope you can't stun. Tell you just once, you don't want no problems. And there'll be nothing if you don't start some. Main track, when I step on the scene, I do or die all my life with or without a team. Fast or slow, bro, you can't catch me though. Too fast, too furious, too hungry for y'all. See, hopping out of plane, out of town flights. Yeah, seems like I must have done something right. Like I'm on the block, people on my product waiting in the line, and now it's all sold out. Riding in the top drop with the music up, the windows down, screaming G's up. Tell you just once, you don't want no problems, and there'll be nothing if you don't start some.
Got it unlocked, now put your hands up. I'm rocking the club, now put your hands up, hands up.
I know what they want, I know what they want. Yeah, I know what they want, I know what they want. You know it. See me live on stage, just rocking the crowd. I got it locked down, to say no doubt. After party in the club, VIP, cause I'm an MVP on the MIC. Main track, when I step on the scene, I do or die all my life with or without a team. Fast or slow, bro, you can't catch me though. Too fast, too furious, too hungry for y'all. See,
Got it unlocked, now put your hands up. I'm rocking the club, now put your hands up, hands up.
I know what they want, I know what they want. Yeah, I know what they want, I know what they want. You know it. Riding in the top drop with the music up, the windows down, screaming G's up. Tell you just once, you don't want no problems, and there'll be nothing if you don't start some.
All right, so we're here, and we've been directed to the other side. I've got a thing here on the top I need to fill out, and then we'll be checking in over there at the shipping receiving office. It's actually by Dock 12. The Zonar was like, "Yeah, welcome to Tennessee." So apparently, yeah, like we're like literally like right on the border of Tennessee and Kentucky, so it's kind of funny. And the 65 going south, holy crap, that was just backed up for miles. So we're going to look for another route to get around that. There's no way we're going to go through that because my weekly hours are just, they're going down. So this is where we'll use the road atlas to see what kind of trucking routes there are in this area that we can take. I can use that as a reference, put it into my Garmin, and we can find a way around that catastrophe that's there on that interstate. Okay, so we've got our instructions here. We're supposed to go to Dock 15. It's back over there. We're going to have to blindside back our way in there. We got plenty of room, though. But there's all these trucks sitting here, so they're try to go around and turn around. It's kind of ridiculous. So let's go ahead and get in there.
Are you okay? approach Prague to flight level 260, maintain heading 350. Please for takeoff. Runway 0
All right, I got it in there. You can see it there. Got it all backed up. It wasn't that bad actually. It's nice not having anything next to me. But as long as I got the room, I can get it into the spot. Okay, so these are the instructions here. So we're docking at 15. Apparently you can drop the trailers because you may be out of hours. So you drop the trailer, go do your reset or whatever, come back and pick up your trailer. So apparently that's a thing. There's more information about it inside. But so yeah, so we have to open the door, slide a TAM to the rear. Already did that. Docked. Some disclaimer stuff. Unhook your trailer and pull in front of your trailer. So that's what we went ahead and did. Then we just got to wait for the green light. And once it's green, we go to the shipping office. If it doesn't work, they'll give us a call. So that's it. And that was our original time. Yeah, right. So we have no idea. Yeah, so you may drop trailer when running low on time. Please inform shipping office of dropping trailer before you leave. So, and they're supposedly will work us in when they do. So I have no idea. I don't know how long it'll take. We've got plenty of time on my 14-hour clock, but look at my 70-hour clock, my weekly clock, 6 hours. So we're really not going to be able to do a whole lot of driving today. Our fuel stop, one of the choices is the Swift facility in the terminal in Memphis. And that's what I'm planning on. So we're going to go to the Memphis terminal. And I think I'm going to go ahead and shut down there and take a shower, do some laundry. This is a good opportunity to take care of that stuff. Sounds like they might already be loading it. All right, so here's Portland. Focus. 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 Guess it's too close. Okay. So we want to get around this. We could completely get around Nashville, I think. Maybe by going around this way to like Springfield and down. That's a possibility. Go around this way to Springfield and then down here and then around. I kind of like that idea. So what I can do, this is the 49. Let's look for, I don't know, like a truck stop or something in Springfield. And with the, we'll put the address in for Memphis for the Swift terminal. But then I'll put a stopping point in Springfield. So that way the Garmin will route us to Springfield. Hopefully it doesn't route us back. I don't know if it will. Maybe I should. Coopertown. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll do that first and see what it does. So I've got the directions to the Swift terminal in here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get truck locations, truck stops. Then we're going to go up here and we're going to click on a different city. So we're going to go ahead and put in Springfield. We'll just go ahead and put Tennessee. And boom, there it is. Okay, so that's what's close. Okay, so I don't really see this Highway 76. None of that is really close. Okay. Let's just try a restaurant in Springfield. Okay, perfect. We'll choose Whitney Lee's. Okay, now not that we're going there, but this will give us a trucking route through Springfield.
Please drive to highlighted route.
Okay, let's go ahead and zoom out here. Until it starts to... There we go. Okay. Yep, so there it is. Do you see it? It's just as I had thought. We're going to be coming down and we're going to be taking that road there and around. We don't want to shape the route, but yeah, that'll get us around that mess. That mess is like right here is where it's at. Yeah, it looks like we're going down the White House and then over to Springfield. I hope that's correct. I hope that's correct because I thought there was another road. I think there's another road up here. Okay, so I had to add another restaurant here, right there. That's in Orlinda, because that mess is right here before you get the White House. So we're going to be going around this way to Springfield. Now the 24, this has got stuff going on over here too. So let's see if there's another road or something that can take us away from that. Okay, so according to this, we'll be taking the 431 coming down here to the 24. Now, I just looked at traffic and it's a mess on the 24. So here's the 431 right there to the 24. So let's not go into Nashville. There's another truck right here, the 249, that goes to Ashland City. So let's get something in Ashland City, and then maybe something in Dixon, Ashland City, and then Dixon, Tennessee. That should bring us all the way over here to the 40, which we can then take to Memphis. All right, so we'll go that. We're going to go to a lot of restaurants. All right, it was Ashland City. Restaurants. El Rey Mexican Restaurant or Popeyes. Just put that in there. So we're going to be putting this in here right after Springfield. Put that right there.
Please drive to highlighted route.
Okay, and then we're going to do one more. We're going to do Dixon. Oops. Little bite of everything. That'd be so awesome if there was actually a truck parking or something near this. This would be so cool to check out. All right, right after the Ashland City. So I'm going to save that.
Please drive to highlighted route.
Okay. So this is going to have us take the 65 to the 52, right? And that's what we saw. That's what we saw here. That's the 52 right there to the 49. Well, this here should be the 49 to 431 over here to Springfield, right? Oh, it's a couple of things. Okay, yeah. So then we take the 49. There's Coopertown. And we're going to take the 49 and we're going to keep going till we get to Ashland City. So where was there's the 431. And there's 249 right there. But that goes to Ashland City. And there's another 49 right there. So that basically, we're taking the 49. I think we're just taking it all the way to Dixon here. Get onto a road. Dixon's right there. And there's 40. Okay, so where's that going to take us? Oh, look what it did. It's routing us back over here and then over here. It's not quite what I want to do. Not quite what I want to do there. So I guess we're going to need to find something in between. In between here. Like, I don't know. Charlotte? It's in between Ashland City. Let's try Charlotte, Tennessee, and see what we get. So I found a place called Sweet Charlotte in Charlotte, Tennessee. Let's see if it...
Please drive to highlighted route.
See if it gives us our good direction. Where are you going? I think that did it. Yeah, there we go. It's got us going on a weird angle here, but yeah, that'll get us all the way around. We won't have to worry about that mess. How many miles is that going to make this total? I don't know. Not too bad. 269 miles. Before it was like 249, so we're only adding like an extra 20 miles, but we'll get around all that mess that we saw. So, and we'll completely avoid Nashville and the garbage that's there. And in the meantime, we'll be sticking on truck routes. You know, good old country truck routes. And we'll make our way around to the 40 and, well, this will be interesting. And this will be really interesting. We're kind of customizing our route to get to the Memphis terminal. All right, we got the green light there. So we're going to go ahead and pick up our stuff. Okay. Got the paperwork. So we're going to back into the trailer, just like we have on other ones. Do our 3 steps. Well, we got to do 4 because we got to move the tandems. We'll move them to the 40-foot mark. But we're going to have to get this weighed too. There's a Flying J in Franklin, Kentucky. It's just a little bit north of here. It's the closest place I could find to get this thing weighed and scaled before we go back south. So I got to get the Franklin. It's a Flying J, so I'm going to get that into the Garmin, and we'll get this backed up and we'll head on out of here. Okay, went ahead and got it weighed. I saw a pull through, so I went ahead and took advantage of it, parked right here so I can go pick it up. Gives me a chance to use their facilities and stuff as well. Okay, this is good. We're legal on all of it. That thing felt heavy. It really felt heavy when I was bringing the landing gear up, so I wasn't sure. It's a peace of mind when you're not sure. You know, go ahead and get it weighed. Okay, well, I think we're ready to go. I had looked inside the Flying J and I noticed they have more stuff there than I realized. You know where the food is at? Yeah, I got the pizza, I know that, but they got like chicken, like a chicken burger and a steak burger. They got like pot roast and meatloaf and mac and cheese. I'm like, I never really noticed that before. A little pricey. I mean, like if you want to get pot roast or meatloaf, so it's like $7.50, and I don't know how big of it, you know, they give you. It might be just, you know, that looks big like that, but no, it might be about this big. But yeah, just kind of looking at that. Yeah, I kind of always like Flying J better than Love's, but yeah, so it is what it is. You got better parking at Flying J as far as I'm concerned. All right, I took a look at the traffic just one more time. It's still a mess on the 24 and the 65, so we're going to stick to the plan. Stan, the man who's got a plan, and we're going to be taking that country route, but truck route that I came up with on an actual atlas, a regular atlas, and I just programmed it into the GPS. So it's time to do some custom driving. My goodness, if this was Flight Simulator, I'd be using my old-fashioned OBS gauges, navigating with VORs, VORs. Some of you are like, what? I don't get it. Go watch my Flight Simulator videos, man. Go watch the old ones, going back to Flight Simulator 2, and you'll get it. You'll get it. I heard a boom. Yep. We have a flat right there. Holy smokes. Let's take a look at the other side. Other side's fine. Well, the country driving was fun while it lasted. Got a freaking blowout. Holy crap. I heard it. It just went boom. And it was over on this side, on the driver's side. For a moment, I thought it might have been on the right side, because there was a tight right turn that I had to make, and I know I went over the curb a little bit, but that's not the tire that blew. It was this side. There was no left turn or anything that I did that would have ran over anything. So what was it? I don't know. I guess the tire was just bad, you know, but I did my thump test and everything on it, and it was fine. So yeah, I don't know, but that thing's a freaking mess. Holy crap. And I'm slightly out on the road, but I don't want to pull up any further because it's, well, you see that? Yeah, so I don't want to pull up any further than that. So I sent in a Macro 55 for the breakdown, and I'm going to give them a call. So the landowner right there, he came over. He said his wife had heard this really loud boom, and he's done trucking. He's just an old country guy, and and they live over there. He said his wife heard it, and they're like, "Oh my word!" And like cars were stopping, but he said he owns all this land. And he said, go ahead and just pull right on up here so you're out of the road. And he says, if you need to stay the night here, that's perfectly fine. And I'm like, oh, well, that's really cool. But here's the thing. It popped when I was making that turn on that corner. So there was nothing on the inside of the road that would have caused that tire to pop, which means had I been on the interstate, I think this tire would have still blown, and I would have been going much faster, and it sure as heck probably would have damaged this tire. So you know, me being inspired to find another way around that traffic. Maybe there was more to that inspiration. Maybe someone was inspiring me, protecting me against something that would have been really bad. And that maybe not just me, but other people as well. I mean, this could have popped on the interstate at the most worst time. So it's crazy. It is really crazy. And how long have I been in trucking and all this has happened? It's insane. The landowner that I spoke to, he owns like over 100 acres in this area, and he says, yep, I own all this. I've done farming, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, they live just a little bit over there. And he said, if you get yourself off the road, just pull right on in here in this area. You know, you welcome to stay the night if you'd like. He's like, you got food, you got water, you know, I'd be more than willing to help you out. This is country living, all right? This is the real heart of America right here. nice, genuine people, you know, that they open their arms. They're willing to help out, you know, another human being, and wow, that is just a really neat feeling. So yeah, does this put a delay on our plans? Sure. Would I give this up for you know anything else? No. This is awesome. This is awesome. Being able to meet someone, you know, and just have a great conversation, and this is too crazy, man. This is too wicked, too crazy. But the real crazy thing is, like, yeah, that tire would have blown on the interstate, and I would have been going faster, and it probably would have taken the tire out next to it too. It's one of those weird things, man. I'm just saying, you know, it had that situation happen when the brakes burned out on the I-70, you know, and I kept getting this nudge from some of the people on the phone. Well, you can keep going, right? You can keep going. And I kept getting this feeling, don't do it, you know. And finally someone from on road had said, oh yeah, if you don't feel safe with that, let's get someone to take the load. And I'm like, oh, thank goodness, you know. And it turned out those brakes, the brake pads and drums, and they're all burnt and everything. Yeah, it would have been bad. And here, my goodness, gee, do you think it would have been any better if I taken one of those older trailers? What was there, a 2016, a 2013, and a 2008? I don't know. Yeah, so it's going to be like, they said 90 minutes. I think 30 minutes have already passed. It's going to be like another hour before someone comes here. I logged off. I got like 4 hours left on my weekly clock. Is that even enough time? Let's see. 209 miles to Memphis. If I drive 50 miles per hour, yes, that would be enough time. Oh man, I'm tired. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. According to my Garmin, I wouldn't even get there until 7:31. I'm almost thinking stay the night here. Use the daylight. As soon as the guy gets it fixed up, I'll see if he can help me get this thing turned around, and have it so that way I'm pointing out, and then that way when daylight comes I can keep going. Oh man, this is just crazy. Should I end this on a cliffhanger? I don't know. I like the clouds. Dude, man, his tire is blowing and all he can think about is clouds. Yeah, I mean, wouldn't this look great in like Flight Simulator 2020 or X-Plane 12? Or yeah, I think, you know, as a matter of fact, you know, grab myself a Cessna or a Bonanza. We can just do a field liftoff right over here. Yep, and just fly away. Makes me think of William Shatner. Why did Captain Kirk climb the mountain? Because it's there. Why did Shep join trekking? Because it's there. Because I'm in love. Oh, God. Oh, I have a headache. I took a couple of aspirin. All right, so let's talk about strategy. What the hell are we going to do? Well, we're waiting for Love's, you know, my favorite place with the wonderful parking. They're coming. They're going, I'm guessing they're going to replace the tire on the trailer with the spare that I've got. So, which means I'll need to go to the Memphis terminal, planning to go there anyway, and get a new spare. I honestly, I don't want to try to go anywhere else tonight, you know. I'd like to just maybe pull this truck up and then kind of back it up like around here and just get it positioned so that way I can get back out on the road. Okay, so I was in off duty. What I did is I put myself in sleeper. When you think about it, if it looks like you're going to be a while, put yourself in sleeper berth. So that way, if for some reason you've got to do a split sleeper, and the guy says I'm more than welcome to stay the night here, which I think I'm going to, with the fact that I got a headache and I'm not feeling the greatest. Trying to push it the rest of the night to get to Memphis, and I'm not even sure I'll make it, is a little silly. But he did say the sheriff will come by, and so he may come over here and see if I need assistance or anything. But if he says that I need to leave, then at least with the split sleeper berth, it will allow me to open up the rest of the time on the regular, you know, the drive clock and the daily clock. That way I can get all the way to Memphis, because once midnight hits, I should have recap hours, and then I can just drive overnight until I get to Memphis. So think ahead, all right? Think ahead. Always have a game plan, and always try to be 2 steps ahead if you can. All right. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to have that all set up just in case, you know, sheriff, whatever, says, hey, you can't be here. You know, even though the owner said it was all right. You know, he's like, well, we just need you to go. Okay, no problem. You know, I've got the hours and everything, so. Well, I will tomorrow, but yeah, life's an adventure here on Killer Awesome Trucking. It's not killer trucking anymore. It's awesome trucking, because you ain't gonna see this on any other channel at all. Nope, only here. Does it happen to other people? Yeah, I'm sure it does. Seems to happen to me a lot. That's okay. My struggles is your entertainment. I'm an entertainer. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. Well, a little bit ago, the sheriff came by. That guy was nice too. He was nice too. And he just said, just checking to see if I needed anything, and apparently there were some parts of the tire out in the road, and he cleared that out, and the landowner came by, and he was talking with them, and he let them know that it was okay for me to stay the night here. So, dude, man, this is cool. This is country living. I just spoke to Love's, so they're like on their way. I think he's close. Yeah, you can't miss me. Look for a big Swift truck off the side of the road. Not too far. Yeah, he should be on his way. It's all nice and quiet. Birds chirping. This, folks, is living. This is life right here. This is why I wanted to get into trucking. So that way I could experience, you know, the country. Wasn't quite expecting this, but you know, this works. I just wanted to get out of the office, you know. Same old garbage, day in, day out, like a broken record. So he's working on it. Absolutely crazy.
Knows what he's doing.
Yes, he does. Just like that, it's filled with air.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. That's crazy.
Huh?
Okay, so they're all done. What we're going to go ahead and do, I'm going to use my personal conveyance so that way I can position myself so that way I can leave in the morning. Because you folks know how it is. You go to move your truck, you move it just a little too much, and it puts you in drive status, and then it messes up your clock and everything. So we're going to use personal conveyance so that way we can shift ourselves and reposition ourselves for better parking. So I'm going to be going out there so I can get the trailer swung, and then and then I'll go ahead and back it up over there. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so I didn't use personal conveyance because I when I looked, I saw that I would be going off duty, which is gonna mess up the amount of sleeper berth time. So I don't want to do that. So what I did is I just pulled forward very slowly, so that way it didn't put me into drive. But yeah, I just pulled more closer here so that way I could get the trailer to swing around, and then that way when I go to back up, I can back up to where the trailer is going to be parallel with this farm building that's over here on the side. All of which we'll do tomorrow morning when there's daylight, and I can go ahead and make use of like you folks know, I'll take my webcam and I will put it over there on the side door and have it pointing out, so that way I can, if I'm doing a blind side, I can at least, I have something that I can look at, kind of like a mirror, so I can see what's going on over there. So I'll use that in addition to the backup camera that I've got. I can put that on the trailer, and then I'll have eyes behind me and off to the side here. So that way I know where I'm at, and I'll know that I won't hit anything. Naturally, I'll do a get out and look, because I'm going to want to scope around just so I can get an idea of what's there. But once I get back in the cab, I want eyes. I want to be able to see what's over there and see what's behind me. So, yeah, we'll deal with that tomorrow. Man, what an interesting day this has turned out to be. What an interesting day. So here's another thing too. The guy that was fixing it, he says he torqued the lug nuts on the tire, but he said after 100 miles they need to be retorqued. He says, I'm required to tell you that. I'm like, oh, okay, that's interesting. I didn't know that. What does that mean when they change the tires at a Swift terminal? They don't they don't tell anyone to retorque them there. But I'm going to do what the guy said. He said many places will do it for free. So it's another reason why I'm not going to try to do all this crap today. It's ridiculous. So after 100 miles, it's going to be about an hour and a half to 2 hours. I have to go to a truck stop to have them retorque that axle, or well, those tires over there on that side. And it's just best to do it out of Love's, since the guy did the work from Love's. So that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. So I'm going to need the hours. I'm going to need the time. We'll need to plan this out. So after 100 miles, we'll need to stop at a Love's. We'll have to try to find the service center. But then just go pull in over there and have them torque it, and we can keep on going. It's fun, isn't it?